Join me in welcoming Danil Litvin.
Good afternoon, fellow metaphysicians. So, obviously, a lot of people living in this physical world deny their spirituality for various reasons. But have you ever thought about why a lot of spiritual people believe that we need to denounce all things physical? All life, all of us, all of our bodies, all of our physical bodies at one point was just two cells getting together, and the miracle of life never stops. It's everywhere. With each breath we take, each moment, it's always there. It's all around us in nature. And so to love and respect our physical bodies, our temple that's holding space for our multidimensionality, is something that we all need to take into consideration as part of our daily ritual. A lot of people also think that maybe we need to withdraw from the world and go out, be somewhere in the monastery, live in the cave. And yeah, those people do achieve a lot. For some people, this is their path. But as probably most of you will agree, that all of you have had wonderful spiritual experiences while living in this world, in the society, interacting with each other, going through our challenges, going through our difficulties. And this is actually a blessing. This is what makes us stronger. When we withdraw from the world, we may not take advantage of all that the world has to offer, the reflection of ourselves, which the world is a perfect reflection of ours. All aspects of this creation could be our teachers. At this time, a lot of people in metaphysics and New Thought and all kinds of spiritual modalities want to primarily focus on love, light, bliss, and that's understandable. These are the qualities we want to nourish and cultivate in our lives. But at the same time, there are so many other things that do happen in this lifetime. We have all kinds of manifestations of the dark side, the phobias, the traumas from the past, even our sexuality. And there's no going around most of those things. And when we deny those things, we cannot integrate that aspect of ourselves which is holding that energetic charge of our own energy that does not work in alignment with our true essence. If there are things that we sweep under the rug, we can only go so far. So, when the lessons come in the form of challenges, tough situations, pain, these lessons are just as valuable, if not even more so, than the pleasant and enjoyable. So, like Dr. Master said, a lot of times when people deal with stuff, when they have some negativity, they just, like, oh, you know, it's not really there. Like he compared it to the stinky trash can. Do you remember that? How he said that what people do is, you know, we just spray some whipped cream and decorate it with some strawberries and then trash? Which trash? I got some strawberries and whipped cream. It's very nice. And then in reality, no one's gonna take that trash out unless you do. So if you want to proceed into solving this stuff, to make more room for that love and bliss in your life, we need to stop denying that stuff is there. We need to accept it. We need to be grateful for whatever God gives us. Have compassion and have love and be open for the healing to come. And if there are things we want to be separate from, we want to be like, all right, this is the line, this is me, this is my great life, this is exactly what I want, and what's on the other side of the line is not what I want to deal with. You know, like if we have that line somewhere, it means we don't want to have compassion to part of ourselves, first of all. We don't want to integrate that part with the rest of our being, and that is very important. And the same is true about the physical body. Like we very often when we have some sort of disease or pain, we want to run away from the pain. We want to immediately take the painkillers. We want to numb ourselves, and we don't want to experience. We don't even let ourselves. We don't give ourselves a chance to fully experience those feelings. And I'm not saying that no one should ever take those painkillers and stuff like that, but I'm just saying that for many people, it's a habit to run away. When we have some sort of a disease, we instead of dealing with it and being with it, we want to, even in our consciousness, will be present like in another part of the body. If you have headache, you'll be in your torso somewhere, while usually you're in your head, for example, right? You can feel your consciousness present there more than elsewhere. So, what is your ultimate connection to this world? It's your breath. Your breath is the first thing that happens when you're born into this physical experience, when you come out of the womb of your mother. This is the first thing, and it's there with you all the time up until that very last breath that you take in this life. Be aware of your breath, and you will know where your consciousness is. In the moments of stress, when we're challenged, we tend to breathe shallower and shallower. We're as if squeezed into a tight spot where we can't really inflate our lungs. And all we're doing, we're just trying to hide. We want to be invisible. We want to be unnoticeable by that whatever it is that we're afraid of, our enemy or whatever. But what it does, it sets a pattern that instead of facing the challenges in our lives with courage and grow, we hide from them, we deny their existence, and we get used to avoiding the difficulties in our lives. So we all feel how much we need that oxygen. Like, how many of you enjoy being in a stuffy room? I don't see any hands, right? Well, because we all know that we need that oxygen. We need that oxygen in our blood system to circulate so that we get all our organs. I mean, it's common sense, right? So an editorial in the Journal of Royal Society of Medicine suggested that fast, shallow breathing can cause fatigue, sleep disorders, anxiety, stomach upsets, heartburn, gas, muscle cramps, dizziness, visual problems, chest pain, and heart palpitations. That is why breath is so important in yoga. Yoga, by the way, coming from Sanskrit, the word yoga means union or connection. And primarily it refers to the connection of the finite individual consciousness with the infinite universal consciousness. So Yogi Bhajan, the master of Kundalini Yoga, said, shallow breath, shallow thoughts, shallow nervous system, shallow life. Deep breath, deep thoughts, deep nerves, deep life. You deserve to live your life fully. You deserve to be fully present in your body, and you deserve having full, confident breath, unrestricted, totally allowing you to merge into this present moment. So breathing consciously and experiencing life is something very essential to staying present. We need to breathe and live through whatever life brings up, no matter what that is. And especially, like if we train ourselves to have this deep, powerful, long breath, in the times of stress, this is your number one tool to use when you are stuck somewhere. Because as soon as you take that first deep breath, your consciousness already starts shifting, and immediately you start noticing how you're zooming out of that situation. And at the same time, there are many more other tools. You can use mantra, you can use some physical exercises, but in Kundalini Yoga practice, when we do our exercises, we also do not avoid emotional or muscular pain, but we stay with it, we breathe through it, we transcend it, and we become aware of our blockages by becoming aware of our bodies. So we learn to see every moment as an opportunity to transform and to grow in our connection to the divine. So many times I was holding a yogic posture and I thought my arms are gonna fall off. I'm like, so I think like that's it, like I'm done. But in reality, I stay with it, I don't run away, I courageously stay present, I breathe through it, and all of a sudden, what happens? The pain is gone. I feel an energy relief, a release, and I can hold that posture for another minute, 2 minutes, and that pain doesn't even come back. Isn't this miraculous? But in reality, that's what we do in life sometimes when we deal with different situations. This is just a reflection, like everything reflects in everything. So when you include your physical body in your practice, it can unlock a lot of potential. When a dancer dances, he or she is one with the dance. So it is in this world, in this creation. The Creator is one with creation. we were never separate, it's a myth. So accepting all aspects of creation, starting with all aspects of ourselves, and cultivating compassion, forgiveness, and love is crucial on our path to liberation from karma, from whatever it is that's limiting and preventing us from living our true potential. As Yogi Bhajan said, if you do not see God in all, you do not see God at all. The biggest power lies in seeing the divine behind the mundane in our everyday lives, seeing the divine spark in all people that surround us, no matter what it is that they're doing. Animals, nature, and of course there are many paths leading that way. So another great tool is using a mantra. What the word mantra means, coming from Sanskrit, man means mind, and trang means wave. Basically, it's a brain wave. And when we meditate on a specific mantra, we choose to cultivate that specific brain wave, thus connecting to that aspect of reality. So in Kundalini Yoga, which is considered to be yoga of awareness, and it's really practiced as a living prayer, almost each breath we take, we use this mantra, Sat Nam. It means truth is my identity. Truth is who I am. So every time we inhale, we do Sat, and we exhale with Nam. And it really helps to see things as they are without bias, and it cultivates that neutral perspective. So one of the most amazing things that happens is when you catch yourself in the moment where you're totally lost, and you use that breath, and you use that mantra, whatever it is, and it can be any mantra that works for you, whatever one that you are connected to, and it doesn't need to be in Sanskrit or come from India. It's whatever. It could be Alleluia. It can be whatever it is that works for you. But it's powerful when you have a connection with a specific frequency, that's like specific brainwave. And one of my biggest teachers and healers in life is Mother Nature. Hiking, swimming, doing yoga outside, it's all great. But the main thing is to relax and to allow the energy of the earth, the energy of the cosmos to run freely through you. One day I was pretty depressed for a couple of days a few years ago, living here in Sedona. And what I did is I went out into one of my favorite vortex spots here in Sedona. So I came to this spot and I sit and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna meditate. I'm gonna get out of. I have this intention that I'm gonna rise above this whatever it is that's holding me down. And I sit there and I'm trying to meditate, but my mind, my ego mind, my brain, my monkey brain is just so it's just not working. But I still have this intention through whatever it is. I stay with my intention, and all of a sudden, I never take naps during the day, hardly ever, right? But I was just like, my head kind of like went, and I put it down, and I dozed off for a few minutes. And when I opened my eyes, I look around, and all of those things that really worried me, and it was like a really big thing, they weren't even there anymore. So what happened, I just relaxed. My ego defense mechanisms weren't there anymore, and I got healing from the earth, just like that. To me, it's my religion to be out there, especially here in Sedona. This is very, very powerful, very special land. But I believe all land is sacred, and no matter where you are, you can go out there, you can take a walk, and you can always look around and see this divine beauty all around you that is supporting you and helping you do your job as a human being much better. Okay, so I don't have very much time left, but for a few moments, if you do me a favor, if you close your eyes and just breathe and just be. Spine straight. Let's bring our left hand just below our navel. And as you exhale, let all of the air out and pull the navel in on your exhale, and begin the next inhale by pushing the navel out. So the diaphragm goes down and you allow the air into the lower part of the lungs. Then you move on to the middle part of the lungs, and then only you fill up the top part of the lungs. And when you exhale, you begin with the top part of the lungs, you move down to the middle part, and then the lower part by pulling that navel in. 3-part breath, and continue at your own pace. And have gratitude while you're doing this. Inhale this air which allows you to continue our physical existence with the heart full of gratitude. Do not take it for granted. And every time you exhale, exhale love. Bless the air that is coming out of your lungs with your love. May it be blessed, and may it bless others in the room who will partially inhale the same air. Just breathe and just be. As Yogi Bhajan said, attitude of gratitude is the highest yoga. Now feel this gratitude and love to the sacred place, this beautiful Sedona, and the entire Mother Earth. Feel love and gratitude. Allow it to expand to Father Son, the giver of all life. The galaxy, our Milky Way galaxy, and the whole universe, of which we are an inseparable part. And now, feel this gratitude and love to the Creator of this entire world. Be grateful for this connection. Be grateful for this life. And while your breath remains long, deep, and calm, be grateful for God outside of you and God within you. And know that it is all one and there is nothing but God. Feel this love in every cell of your body. And now let us all together inhale, suspend our breath, hold that air in, hold. And all together exhale, let all the air out. And one more time, inhale and hold. If you feel you need to breathe, just inhale a little bit more. Hold it. And exhale. And one more time, inhale. Hold that air in and meditate, just be. And relax. Open your eyes, come back to the full bodily awareness. Yes, so I believe at any point in time, we're always in that stream, like Stephen Lane Taylor was talking yesterday. There's always that current. We always, like water always runs downstream. There's like always a bubble of air coming up in the water. We always get to the divine. It may take longer, but it's always there and it's always available for us. It's all one, and let's just live our life fully. And as Pierre Teilhard de Chardin said, we're not physical beings having a spiritual experience, we are spiritual beings having a physical experience. Let's embrace and integrate all aspects of our human experience. Let's feel our truth, let's be our truth, let's live it in every particle of our being and in every cell of our body. Let's love each other and let's love ourselves. Sat Nam.